Hey guys, it's Stell from Hot and Moving, and I've shared my thoughts on the Jake Paul Gervonta Davis fight, and you know what, man, get your money, and good for you. You know, in this weird press conference he had a week ago, where he could barely talk and even know when the fight date was happening, and didn't even know who was promoting the fight. I mean, and then you're taking this fight at 195. Like, okay, man, congratulations on bag chasing and getting your paper. But he's also made some headlines because he, I guess, made a post recently and then took it down, declaring that boxing is dead, and then he's retiring in 8 weeks. And I go back to what LeBron Roach, he called it out early. When whatever fell down, whatever broke, whatever negotiations or however the rematch was supposed to happen, broke it down. To have that rematch, because we all know, well, not we all, but at least for me, Lamont won that fight. But and Lamont called him ducking, putting duck emojis and all kinds of stuff, man. I mean, me personally, I think Lamont can let it go. I think if he wants to continue to troll and bring it up, that's fine. But I think it's just, I think Lamont can move on from this. I think Gervonta has shown who he is. Don't worry about it. I'm wishing Lamont that he gets some high quality fights and lead to a bigger fight and get a big payday. Because all jokes aside, I know that Gervonta's made a lot of money, but it'd have been number one, a good fight. I think in my opinion, a really good fight, a rematch, but also a good payday for Lamont. But I'm not gonna cry about people getting rich, though the rich getting rich. So it is what it is. But for Gervonta Davis, though, for you to retire and not have a rematch, totally weak move. But I think nobody cares. In my opinion, I don't think anybody's going to miss Gervonta Davis when he retires, right? I mean, Gervonta Davis was not like this massive staple in boxing. It's not like he changed the game in boxing. It's not like I'm not going to remember him as, oh man, that Tank Davis was such an outstanding. Nah, I'm going to remember Gervonta Davis for whenever there's a big fight to come up, there's always some weird charges. You get in trouble with something, okay? I'm going to remember the hair grease, taking a knee, and I'm gonna remember him ducking Lamont Roach. All right, you know what? I think like if he had taken the Lamont Roach fight, won in convincing fashion, then I'd be like, okay, you know what? If he wants to retire, that's fine. Even though I think there's still a few more fights. I mean, you look at guys like, you look at Canelo fighting at 35, 34, 35. You look at Crawford fighting damn near in this. He's 30, 37, 38 years old. Doing a damn thing, still making bags, still adding medals and champion and titles and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like Gervonta, he's never going to be in that class of fighter or in that realm of fighters for me. Okay, and usually you see these up and usually like these big fights like the Crawford and Canelo fight. You see guys in these undercards that are hungry, ready to take the stage. So boxing is going to be in great hands. So as far as Gervonta Davis' legacy goes for me, it's going to be an incomplete. All right, is that fair? I mean, this is just one idiot on the internet saying this, me. But so how I view him, and a non-factor for me in the sport. Now, other people can have that discussion and where you if you actually appreciate his career, rank him, and where you view him, and what do you think is a Hall of Fame. I'm not even touching that subject. I'm not even broaching that because it's not relevant to me. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like there's always something going on with him. Okay, there's always just, and then and then even in this Jake Paul fight, you couldn't even promote the fight. You couldn't even be entertaining. I mean, it just looks like a little middle school out there lashing out. People ask him about the Lamont Roach fight, or no, he tried to talk. He was about to bring it up, didn't bring it up. Then he backed out of it. I'm like, nah. Lamont didn't duck. Lamont wasn't the one ducking. So if he was the one ducking, then once you have a chance to set the record straight. He chose not to, and then you're gonna go on and retire and delete the tweet, delete deactivate your account. I mean, this is who he is. This is supposed to be one of the faces of boxing, one of the elite fighters of his era or of his generation. Nah, I'm good. Again, get your money. I'm sure you need it. I'm sure you're gonna need it in the future when you get yourself jammed up in more legal activities with your baby mamas and all this nonsense, whether he's guilty or not. He always finds himself in these situations, you know, and it takes away from boxing. Things, you know, it's always in jeopardy. Like, could he make it to this fight? You know what I'm saying? Could Gervonta be able to be on his best behavior and make it to this exhibition fight and make weight and all that stuff? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm out on him. You know, at this point, when I talk about him, it's entertaining at this point. Not because he's an entertaining boxer, it's because he comes across like a fool in a lot of ways in his decision making. Very poor decision making. So I'm out on Gervonta Davis. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the latest with him, quote unquote, retiring. I mean, remember back in December, he mentioned about this too, right? Okay. So, you know, here he goes peddling retirement once again, as if like people actually are going to finally care. You keep crying wolf at a certain point, nobody's going to believe you or give a damn. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.